Yeah.
I can't give that much attention to those as I can to that. You know what I mean? Annabeth, can I get an amen?
No, you cannot. I don't know what you said.
You almost had her.
I said that traditionally I work my shoulders more than my glutes, which makes sense because I'm pretty skittish about it with lower back injury.
You're really cozy with Dylan tonight.
Yeah, well, you
He's
work
got
with what
two
you got.
arms around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, clap sync on 3.
Just hold hands with Mason now, too.
1, 2, 3. Wow. Welcome to another slightly contentious episode of the F Movie Podcast.
Slightly contentious.
We're your hosts, Annabeth, Jill, Nathan, Dylan, and Mason, in that reverse order. Because that's reading, right to left.
Yeah.
Compared to left to right.
You should flip the video.
Yeah.
Can we invert the whole
just
video?
make it long still.
Just make it reverse. On today's... Oh, shit, this is my movie. On today's episode, we're talking about Dredd. Not D-R-E-A-D, that's D-R-E-D-D 2012.
Or any of the other 20 Dredd movies that exist.
Are there?
Based
So
on...
we went through a whole list of, which movie is it?
Oh, yeah.
Not that one.
Based on the comic book of the same name, featuring Judge Dredd and the Rookie. And the plot of this is that it's RoboCops meets the Raid. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
But now it's like we have an apprentice in there, so it's a little bit of Star Wars Episode 3.
A little edgy.
Yeah. A little bit edgier, a little bit more techno-y, but yeah, it's just,
You got some psionics going on.
Yeah, we got it's a little cyberpunky in that way, right? So that's pretty fun. But in short, it's just the Raid and RoboCop in one thing. It's a little like how when you watch The Punisher and you get people who are like very thin blue line about it and they're like, hell yeah, Punisher. And you can tell they just are not reading the satire of it all. Mm-hmm. And I think that Dredd does a really good job of I'm already on my pros on this one. That's a good job of making you feel like thin blue line guys, same team, bro. And then they're like, okay, but all the other cops hate Dredd, and Dredd's the only one with a good moral compass in the cops here.
Yeah.
So I think that that's saying a lot about the culture of the cops in this day and age, and that maybe we shouldn't glorify. Side note, I do like that the helmets cover the eyes.
You're gonna get us canceled, dude.
I know, sorry,
It's a
man.
damn movie.
So,
This is
anyways.
not the political atmosphere for this.
No, it's not. But I'm just saying that's what the movie's saying. That's not what Dylan's saying.
That's not what the movie said.
That's what the movie
It's
said.
literally what you're talking about right now.
So, anyways, Dredd goes in to go solve a drug dealer problem, and he's gonna kill everybody. That's effectively the bigger plot on that one. Am I off on that one?
No, that's what you should have said.
No,
The whole time.
we'll just cut that last part. We'll cut that.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
sure
cut
things
that.
will get cut.
Yeah.
Everything always does. Anyway, so yeah, Dredd, the very apolitical movie. What did we think? I'll tell you what I thought. I
Okay.
thought
Just start with scores.
I really liked
Just invert
Yes.
the whole,
the whole segment.
scheme.
We start with scores and then we work wildly backwards.
We spin first.
Yeah.
Your
Actually,
score and then justify
yeah,
the whole
the
rest
whole
of the
thing,
time.
which honestly may not be a terrible plot device on that one. We'll do that on that one episode.
We wouldn't be able to cut things off and actually stop.
People would watch the first 10 seconds, get our scores, piece the fuck
And then
out,
leave.
and they would not care.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why we
And they would say, "Damn, I like this format."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This one's good.
This is efficient.
Yeah. It's just YouTube Shorts, the long version.
Yeah.
But the little touch I remember thinking while rewatching it this time, because I think it's only like the second or third time I've seen it, where the helmet cuts off and it's very Justice is Blind, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
get
Yeah,
it,
like
because
the
they're
movie.
judge and the jury and the executioner, get it?
Yep.
Nothing like now. So Mason, what'd you think about this film?
Well, I too liked his helmet.
The helmet's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Honestly,
it was cool.
The fact that it's super big.
It's
I
so
think
big.
is good
It is,
because
like-
that fits with the comic and everything.
Yeah.
Well, and another thing too, it's like most of them wore their helmets.
Yeah.
The girl never wore her helmet besides
Gets in
on
the way of the psychic
motorcycle,
powers.
and
Yeah,
I'm
her
like,
psychic
yeah.
powers.
Well,
you know.
It's like
I bet
Xavier,
it
man.
did
Gotta-
hurt
Well, it's
that.
also
That's
so
what
you
she
can, one,
said.
see the pretty
Oh.
girl, and two, differentiate the two characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As if the stature wasn't enough. I mean, one of them
Right.
was like a foot and a half taller, I feel like. Or at least he seemed like it.
But it's like you have no idea who anybody is in this. Like,
No.
it's like the credits came up, Carl Urban, and I'm like, oh, that's who that
Yeah.
guy was. That's who that chin was.
I never knew that
That
was
little
Lennon
frowny
Headey.
face was.
I know, the frowny
Such
face
an
kept
intense
cracking me
frowny
up.
face.
It is a very...
He probably got sore doing that.
It probably
Like,
is.
why is that
I
part of
I don't
the
know why it was a
lore
frown.
of this
I hope
comic?
so.
Arnold
The director
Schwarzenegger,
was
I don't
probably
know.
like, you have to act with something. I guess your frown is the
Yeah.
only thing you've got
It's
going
just such an
on.
intense frown.
It
I mean,
is.
but when you can't see the person's rest of their face, they
Right.
gotta
It made
do
me, the thing is, it made me
something.
laugh when he
Oh
did it.
yeah, no, it was
Oh, my
goofy as heck.
It's hard
Yeah,
to do.
it's more triangle.
I know, it's very
Yeah.
pointy. It's,
Yeah.
He's very good at it.
Honestly, you know what? He should be an actor. With that kind of frown.
Really consider that. Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get out of this whole Judge Dredd thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
shouldn't be a
needs
cop. He should be he
Yeah.
should learn dance. Ironically,
Dance.
you know. But
Yeah.
that's back to the other guys.
Yeah, the
again.
other
We're
guys
back on
again.
that. Well, we're back on it. Anyways, no. So they go to investigate the bodies at this because the rookie gets to pick. She's on the assessment, and then she's like, "Yeah, let's go. Let's do peach trees," which I hate that it's plural. I don't know, something about peach tree being like a building name makes sense, but peach trees and
It's
it's
a
one
community.
building. I know it's a community. But it just bothers me.
Yeah.
It bothers me a little bit.
And there are no peaches, nor are there trees.
No, neither.
Well, it's
Yeah.
probably just built over top of a peach tree
Peach tree.
orchard.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that or if it's anything like I mean that's what they do nowadays even for mobile home camps stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's called meadow gardens.
Yeah,
You
they-
know,
Yeah.
blah, blah, like it's very much that's something that would happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
Right. The lore of the city I thought was kind of interesting. It's like, all right, everything between Boston and DC is just a mega city now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my
Well,
god,
and
the
even-
New York, the Northeast.
Yeah. Well, even like
Worst
the
kind of
final pan out shot, like it showed a ton
Uh,
of those like
yeah.
basically
Peach
holes.
It's just like
Right.
half blocks.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
yeah, blocks. That's it.
Right.
A million of them.
I can't wait till we get there next year, guys. That's gonna be sick.
I feel like that is legitimately just the way things are going to go eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
build
yeah.
upwards.
Like, urban sprawl is not going to cease, and these cities are going to touch each other at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
It's not like they're, I don't know, like, it's that or they have to get increasingly dense, but talking about these particular cities, they don't need to. It's not like it's Japan.
No.
You can sprawl and just, touch.
Don't you do it.
Every time I watch one of these movies that's like post-apocalyptic or whatever, I'm just like, yeah, don't want to be alive then. It's fine. Whatever takes them out. Like,
What do you
get
mean?
me.
This one's peak, bro. Like, the dating world has to be sick there, you know? Like, Annabeth, you're like a Dredd 10. You know what I mean? Like, relative to all the people
Dredd
there,
10.
because...
Peach trees 10.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, your competition is Ladahidi on her worst day. Alright, so maybe it's not full on time. But, alright, yeah.
We're gonna call her Cersei Lannister for the duration
true.
of this.
She will be
I
known as
also
Cersei.
didn't even recognize that it was her.
I don't want to call her Mama.
Mama. Yeah. The fact that it's not Mama.
Probably
It's
my
Mama.
least favorite part of this entire movie was
Yeah.
her like gang name or affiliation. That was
I thought it was
why.
funny.
No,
like
I hate it too. Yeah.
and like you said, they distinguished. They were like Mama,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mama.
Mama.
It was
Like that would have been
Ma.
even a little better.
like M-A-W, M-A-W. You know what I mean?
Mama, yeah, they
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
have called her Mama.
Right, like it's
This
once
gang's run by Mama.
maybe
Honestly.
she
That, if it was an old lady,
I would
love
it.
that would be amazing.
And you would think, you know,
Who's
sometimes
that,
it's like
who's that Tyrell actress? The lady Tyrell?
Oh, Mama Tyrell?
Yeah, Mama
Mama
Tyrell.
Tyrell.
If we could get her and she's just shit talking Dredd.
Yeah.
Right before she gets yucked out the window 200
Yeah.
stories up. Honestly,
That would have made this movie so much better if the gang leader was just a
I don't hate it.
crotchety old woman.
Yeah.
But
Alina.
I'd be rooting for her
Alina.
more.
Yeah.
I
I love
mean, yeah.
Alina,
Alina.
yeah.
It's true. I would be rooting for her.
Also, what's his face? Dommel was in this movie.
Oh,
Oh, I don't remember the
Donald
names.
Gleason?
Donald Gleason, thank you.
Yeah, with his giant eyes.
Yeah, those giant pupil eyes. He said, "Man, I sure hope I don't get cast into Black Mirror this way," and then he did.
Was that who that was?
Yeah, same guy. Yeah. He's also in Star Wars. Yeah, also Hux in Star Wars. So he's actually been on the blow up after this film. He really springboards at that point because he's in Star Wars like a couple years later.
So, for most of us, which I'm sure didn't know anything about the comics or didn't watch the 1995-ish Arnold Schwarzenegger,
No, I think
Oh.
it's Stallone.
Stallone.
oh, you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure none of us did, correct?
No.
I
know what you're
I
talking about.
didn't watch it.
I think I've seen it, but it's been a very
What
long
about the
Is there
comics?
another Dredd movie?
Yes.
Believe it or
That was
not,
the original.
I've
We
only
just went over how there were like 20.
You know,
Oh,
but I
there
was
is.
saying there's different Dredds that had nothing to do with Judge
Oh,
Dredd.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
that
fair.
also.
I've only read a
There's
little bit of the
Sylvester
comic.
Stallone.
This
no
one-
Judge Dredd.
Because it's like a Dark Horse DC.
Okay.
movie.
This one, I think, did
Costuming.
Yeah.
a pretty good job of like basically
80s
setting the
costume.
tone and also kind of saying like, look, we're not going to give you a ton of info. You're just going to have to look at it.
Yeah.
And I think it did a pretty good job of that.
We dive in real quick.
We do, and right away you get these. What was she called? A mute, basically for mutant.
Mutie. Yeah.
Mutie.
Yeah.
And you know that
Took
was
that right
that,
from Marvel.
Well, that and like that was just something quick. Oh, it's. All right, well, I guess they have psychics in this world.
I guess they do have
just gotta
mutants
live
and
with
they
it.
don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, some of them definitely hate it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that you don't really have to explain in like a near future dystopia.
True.
Right.
Like, as long as they're not over the top, then it's completely understandable to the
Yeah.
audience. Like, oh yeah, sure,
We
we've
hate
seen
difference.
we've seen
And-
this trope a lot.
And
Yeah.
the only thing that they say about mutes, pretty much the entire time, is that they're normally like distorted or like they have like issues.
Right.
Yeah.
They normally have like one arm or
Yeah.
like two arms or
Yeah.
extra fingers, but then this one gets to be gorgeous and
Was
psychic.
absolute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How dare Olivia Thirlby or whatever her name is
She was
be?
great in the Darkest Hour.
Is that what she was? in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I remember saw her
Yeah.
recently.
And
Yeah.
she was in Juno. She was the friend, honest to blog.
Huh.
The girl on the cheeseburger phone. the
Yeah.
hamburger phone.
Yeah.
Well, she
Look
was
at
on
her
the hamburger
sneaking
phone,
in
but her friend was
yeah.
on a different phone.
She was on the regular phone. Yeah. But anyways, plot wise, there's not a lot to really sink into. So I guess I would go into the dynamics of the movie, and I guess we'll start with action. Action.
Pretty much all.
There
action.
was
It's-
that.
It is a lot of
Well,
action.
there were some sequences with the slow mo, which I thought was also kind of cool.
There's a.
Yeah.
It was really cool the first time they did it,
First
but they
twice, yeah.
but they Quentin Tarantino'd it, where it was like, all right, we can sit on this for like maybe 4 or 5 seconds comfortably, or 12 uncomfortably, and they said that one,
And 5 times.
and 4 to 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that part, the one in the bathtub, I remember thinking with like that part, I was like, all right, super pretty into this one, and then it was like, we're gonna throw him over the edge, and I remember thinking they did it in such a like not cohesive way. They waited until they were throwing Lena Headey out the window to the ground for it to show like, oh, I'm like falling at 1% of my brain function at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But like when they smoked out that one guy, they just kind of have him freeze framing, and it's just like staring at the, at the
Mhm.
ground from all that high up, and then they just camera it, and they don't like show a guy. They don't do, they just kind of like.
It's not
anyways.
important. They just need to get that part.
I know, but I feel like if they're gonna come full circle with that with Lena Headey, they should have done to some effect. Like they should have took us with the person instead
So
of
they
just
could
being.
they should have cut her shorter a little bit.
Hers
Yeah.
was really long.
Yeah.
It's a very long fall.
200 floors up or whatever it was supposed to be.
You felt
Yeah.
every
You
single
felt all
one of
those
floors.
floors.
You have to
Yeah.
stop breath after screaming from so far up,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and I liked that it was introduced early on in a little bit because like as they were about to do that, and as soon as they inhaled him or whatever, they were like they did that. I was like that is kind of like shitty. Like
Yeah.
that
That's a
would
terrible
be-
way to go.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
and they're just amplifying it at that rate.
Right.
Like he's already scared to death. He's already almost dead. Now he's having to see it.
Right.
Most people would pass out. You can't do that, I guess.
I will say though, and this is like we're at the end of the movie plot wise discussion, but when they get to Lena Headey at the end, and then she's just like puts that little gear in. She's like, I'll just blow this whole thing up if I die. And he's like, yeah. And you're sitting there for a long second, like, how does Dredd get out of this one? And he's just like, yeah, what do you think the range on that is? Like it just he yucks her out the
he
window.
incorporates his own logic, and he's like, you might have me here, but I'm just gonna pitch you.
I'm gonna
over."
risk it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like, because I don't think Dredd's that smart. I think he maybe is, maybe isn't, but I think he really is like, hey, let's risk it. Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
I've come this far anyways. I'm not gonna just not throw you out a window.
Like I feel like he assesses that situation and very quickly it's just like, well, we're just gonna risk it.
If,
Yeah.
Like
if we're
there's
both
nothing else I
screwed
can
anyway,
do. So
then
If I'm
what's
gonna-
happening?
if I'm gonna die anyways, I'm gonna die doing what I love, killing criminals. Yes, and I'm starting with you.
That
Yeah,
felt like a very not strong part of the movie to me. Mostly 'cause
Yeah.
I was really expecting the whole place to just blow up anyway. And
It-
just be okay
well,
with it.
that or just like I don't know. They were reaching a little bit towards the end,
yeah,
but at the same time, it all started on a pretty like silly premise of like, as soon as he assesses that the girl had said, "Oh, this guy knows about the homicide. They can get you what you want." And all this stuff, the head of the snake's all the way upstairs. He's like, you know what, rookie? Let's me and you tackle this
yeah.
without any backup. Let's
Zero
not
backup.
check in. Let's just go straight to the top.
Well,
Let's
it's her
start asking
assessment.
some
We-
questions and kicking butt.
We can't blur the assessment though. I mean, this
No.
man's a purist.
Well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you gotta think he probably knows that there's corruption
Yeah.
in his own like ranks.
You know, you say that now, and I guess that does make sense.
Right, because I
He
mean,
was-
he knows that he's not liked amongst other people. Like he's a lone wolf in this one, and
I don't know. I don't think you get that at all.
Yeah,
I think
I
he,
didn't really
by
get that.
captain.
Because the other people that
There
were
were two
like
other good ones.
the
Yeah.
other cops that were shown were mostly just like they were corrupt, but I didn't get like they didn't like him.
Exactly.
I just got
And the
they were
captain
corrupt.
likes
Yeah.
him.
The captain
No,
does.
they didn't like him because they know him by name, and they called him out by name.
Yeah,
Well, Jill.
it feels like the four that were corrupt come in and immediately express dislike of him, and I think maybe
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Right? Is like that. It was like, okay, if you're like kind of a shitty cop,
Yeah.
you don't like Dredd because Dredd comes off as kind of like a hero to some of the other cops, which is why like Chief calls him in, and it's just like, all right, Dredd, you're the guy.
Mm.
Or how do we get this psychic up to par, you know? And I'm like, okay, so this is the good boy system there. And then it's like all the shitty cops also are there. You can't get rid of them all, you know, one bad apple or something. But you know, and then they're like, oh, fuck this guy. But he's also kind of a legend, so we're gonna need $1 million on this one because it's gonna take 4 of us. But really, we're gonna send one of them away, and then we're gonna have one die really early, and then it's only gonna take 2 of us.
That part kind of irritated me though, because as soon as I came in, like the medic guy was like, "Yeah, I saw everything," blah blah blah, and then of course like they're corrupt. Okay, fine, and then they immediately are just like, you know what? This is just extra like beef against Dredd
Yeah.
and this apprentice girl that like I didn't really ask for it. Like I was like, I don't know.
Well, they had to
Can
set
there be corruption? I guess, but
they had to set higher threat levels though. Like to
Exactly,
me, this is video game writing in
Yeah.
the way that it's like, all right, we've cleared all the grunts. Now we need some like mid tier or
Yeah.
final tier bosses to really
or
lock
like
up.
a helicopter or an airstrike. You know, how's it
Yeah.
gonna survive this one? How's it
Right.
gonna survive this?
a
Next
bunch
level,
of
this next
turrets
level?
that rip apart a whole floor.
Bruh, that
And
was so cool.
it's a fun shot, but I will say one thing that did annoy me is that like they open a hole in the wall. He's just like, all right, let's go through it. They have no fucking idea what's on the other side of that. As far as they know, they're how many floors up, and he's like, I guess we die falling, you know. And then he just hops out and he happens to land on like the skateboard half pipe,
Yeah.
you know. But as far as we see on the pan shot, that's
don't
the
know.
only balcony,
Yeah.
and I don't think they know that, you know.
Also, I don't know why they didn't stay out, and if there's a way to the outside, why can't they have incoming
Air
from like
support.
air support?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like,
I
oh,
guess
can we?
their communication was down, but
Yeah.
But it was
but it
up
came
when
back
they
up
were
once
out.
they got on the skate park.
When they were at the skate park, yeah, I was kind of on that too. Like it looked like,
just call in for a helicopter.
yeah, can you
Yeah.
bring us a chopper? Just take us to the top. This would be way easier this way, you know.
There was a lot.
Oh, well, it is walled off in
It's
war
all up
zone.
at the top.
Yeah,
too.
so to go in,
Yeah.
I guess
But
you have
they
to go
did
through.
easily make a hole with their big guns from the inside.
Well, the turrets had tore apart by that point, you know. But yeah, thinking about it, that wall should have been reinforced with steel plates, and I don't think the turret should have
This is
blew.
not a thinking movie, so just go with it.
You know what? You're right. This is our problem.
Also-
if we're thinking too hard about Dredd,
So
that's a mistake.
Here's the thing: for those bullets to have gone through that much stuff,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys remember when they hoisted those guns out there and basically dropped those turrets
Yeah.
by hand,
Yeah.
and was just like, "All right, Cersei, we're ready," and like they were just standing still.
Yeah.
And those things, you would be blown
You could
backwards.
bolt them down or something.
Yeah, those things would have flown like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it would be actual cannons
Right.
getting through those cement.
No,
concrete
you're thinking
walls.
too hard. It's future tech. It's a weighted
You're right.
mount that just
I'm
leans
assuming they're
forward.
lasers. I don't
into-
know.
Maybe. But also the fact that they use them and then he comes back out and throws the body out, which is 6 shot.
Doesn't see her.
But yeah, doesn't bother to see her, doesn't try to shoot her, and also they just don't bother to get on the guns and start blasting again because I'm not convinced they're empty.
They're definitely out of it.
They probably should be. They look like they used every bullet in existence on that floor. But I don't know. This feels like a movie that doesn't run out of bullets for the bad guys. It only runs out of bullets for the good guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do think I called it though with the guns early on because
Mm.
I was like, man, those guns are awfully handy and lethal and like pretty dangerous if they
Yeah.
get into the wrong hands. And then like they
Oh,
got
the
into
guy-
the wrong hands,
Ah!
and I feel like there would have been some research done
Yeah, somebody would have thought
from the gang.
you can't use
Yeah.
a judge's
Maybe
gun.
they don't tend to ever have a judge's gun to experiment with.
I
Right.
feel like this has to happen.
I
from
feel like
time
it's
to
got to
time.
be common enough knowledge, but you also got to think there's probably some dumb criminals
Some
who
idiots.
It's true.
don't really think enough about it in the moment and go to grab a gun that they
And
see.
also, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure judges don't go to peach trees very often.
Yeah, that's true. They have said that these ones are large. Maybe this is like the B Rabbit scene in 8 Mile where his buddy puts the gun in his waist and shoots
Cheddar
himself.
Bob?
Cheddar Bob, yeah. Cheddar Bob shoots himself.
yeah.
Yeah, with the pistol. This is that.
Let's put 8 Mile on the wheel.
Oh my god, throw me with a good time.
I'm gonna take off Grass 2 and put 8 Mile.
Hell yeah. That's
No, Grass 2 can stay too.
Oh my god.
I'll take it off Tuesday.
If you told me Grass 2 is actually 8 Mile, I'd be fine with that. It's just a weed movie.
Yeah,
This
I'm
guy-
sure there's some grass in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say though, all things considered, I had a really fun time with this movie, just being able to turn my brain off and enjoy the ride that takes you on. You know, Mason asked, and I have to bring this full circle into it, and it was like, why is this movie so good, actually? and my immediate first response, without thinking anything at all, mid-watch, was line delivery. Like, because the lines, like, not 100% of the time, but the lines that hit absolutely hit, you know? Like,
You mean the ones that are delivered really badly?
yes! But here's the listen.
one-
Wait, at the end
one-liners.
when he just goes, yeah.
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 He didn't know if it was gonna work.
He's like,
As soon as he got confirmation that it worked, he was like, "Yeah."
that's the equivalent of him being like, phew. Yeah, like, that was a close. You know, like,
Yeah.
but he could have said that, and I would have laughed with it, not laughed at it. Like this movie does like machismo, like really really well. Like when it's that like full on like don't take it seriously, like too seriously, but take it seriously enough for the lines to hit. Like the one where he gets on the
on
line
the phone, yeah,
Yeah.
or on the intercom or whatever.
on the intercom, and he's sitting here and saying he's just like, "Mama." You know, you know, anybody gets in the way is dead, and your sentence is dead. You know, every time he's talking about
Judgment
the sentence,
is coming.
judgment's time. Yeah, judgment
judgment,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. Anytime those lines hit, those are like classic '80s cheese lines. But for it to land, I'm like, fuck yeah. You know, like if they gave me
I
that
hope they
reaction,
shoot up the other half of the
yeah,
building.
I hope they blow the other floor up. You know, something about the delivery has to be just right because I'm either laughing at it or I'm like surprisingly stoked about it. And I was.
So did you fall on the side of surprisingly stoked?
I was stoked about it. Every time Dredd delivers one of those like deep those lines, you know, I'm so fucking here for it. Like I'm like, let's go work
like
out.
all of his little equipment pieces.
Yeah.
He had like a little
Nope.
Quidditch stitch that he threw out there. And it was like
the little
you know.
rolling thing on that one. The
think
hot
he could've-
shot line. He's like, oh yeah, the negotiation's done, hot shot. And he's like, what'd you say? And he said, I said, hot shot,
said.
gun, hot shot. Fires it. It's just, dude, and you might as well just put sunglasses over him, but then they're
Yeah.
already there.
Yeah.
Horatio
That-
Kane.
Yeah. But then you realize his whole helmet is sunglasses,
Yeah.
and it just keeps adding up for me.
You know,
Like,
you know what's funny too? If you've ever seen X-Men,
yeah,
Cyclops
Cyclops is
does the
yeah.
same thing.
Cyclops is a one-liner character.
He's
too,
a one-liner
yeah.
guy,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Something about having those glasses.
It
on
is.
just
I'll tell
does
you.
it to I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure RoboCop does
You
the
know,
same
if
thing.
you cover your face enough, you don't feel the shame of your line delivery.
Yeah.
And that's how they pull
Yeah,
it
that
off.
happens with the Terminator too.
It
Yeah.
He's
does.
putting the sunglasses
I'll
on.
be back.
Hasta
you
la
know,
vista.
Yeah.
There it is.
Baby. You know, like it's the one-line delivery.
Come
on
with
the-
me if you want to live. You know,
Yeah.
it's all of it. Yeah.
Meanwhile, their eyes are like, "Dee," you know,
Yeah.
but like the face right here. Honestly, this is the hard part to control, though. Like, if I had to deliver one of those lines straight face, it would be a reverse. Like, I could do with my eyes well, but the face would be like,
That's why he's like got such a frown because he's trying not to laugh.
yeah. So
Oh,
probably
yeah,
like
I
he's
can
reading
see
his
that.
lines, and like every scene they started, they're like, read the script, and he's like,
Giggles.
okay, I'm ready. You know, like, I will say they do the trope of making that one guy the prisoner guy that they capture, the drug dealer guy that's like the right hand man to Mama Tyrell is
Mhm.
to Cersei is they make him as rapey as possible to make him a bad guy.
Yeah, for
And man,
sure.
I'll tell you, it works every time.
Well, you know, when they first had, like, their prisoner that they're literally taking everywhere, I was like, you know what would be interesting? If he kind of turned to their side, and then the more it went on, I was like, he's definitely just a bad dude. That's
Yeah.
all
And
we're
he's-
getting out of this
I figured
character.
out like once she got the information from reading his mind, like just kill him.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Don't
they
need
don't
him
really
alive
need
anymore.
him anymore.
Judgment,
I
you know?
I
Yeah.
guess they need him to testify.
They're,
yeah.
they're gonna execute everybody on site. They don't need you.
Oh, yeah,
that's
true.
Keep in mind,
Okay.
They are the judge.
They are the
They don't
judge.
need someone to testify.
Yeah.
Well, then they should have just killed him a long time
It is
ago.
surprising they don't kill him after the whole psychic but I guess even within their legal rules, which is already pretty flimsy, you know, but even within their legal rules, I think that doesn't hold up enough, right?
Yeah, that
She
might not
doesn't want
hold
to kill
up.
extra people.
Right,
Yeah.
She doesn't want to kill
She
extra people,
doesn't.
and I think Dredd is so a by the books guy to like, you know, objectively a detriment in the corrupt world, but you know he's so like justice driven He's like, I want to kill you, but I need to give permission to kill you because you haven't, you know.
Well, at one point, she basically foils the drug dealer's whole plan, and he's like, how sure are you? And she's like, about 95%. And he's like, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you have to be 100, and then otherwise he would have put a bullet in his head. Like,
He's
right
like,
then.
sounds good. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
right. He just would have wrapped it on the spot. So,
Because that's my thing. Like, when you're toting around a prisoner and all this, like, that's the most unrealistic. Well, I shouldn't say the most unrealistic part of it.
yeah.
But
That they
like,
kept the prisoner
that's such
alive.
extra baggage to try to
Yeah.
like maintain
In a
and
hostage
watch,
situation.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's no way. But
I will say some of the other one-liners that really stuck out to me on fun was whenever it's Dredd against the two judges, and he was just like, "Yeah, your split went down to 3." Yeah, like,
better for me.
Yeah, he kills the one guy and he's like, "That's 2 now." Yeah,
He's just keeping up with the numbers.
The updates, he's just like, "So that's 500K each." You know, like if he could keep cracking it
After
down.
taxes, that would be blah blah blah.
Yeah, about 380,000.
Okay, now that would have been
That would've
really
been
funny.
good.
Yeah, right.
Like, I think what didn't hit as much with this movie for me was just that, like, it should have been worse or it should have been better.
Ooh.
It is tiptoeing that line,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like, it's like, I can be a bad movie and kind of a good movie, which am I? Which will reflect in my score. But, okay.
Like, if he was even more ridiculous and, like,
Yeah.
calculating the after-taxes cut of their ransom or
I don't know, even that may have been
whatever,
too far even for me. That
that
might
would
have
have
taken...
been so funny.
I may be the core audience for this. Like, me and probably Nathan to a degree. This feels like a movie that could have came from Nathan's pick wheelhouse. Like,
Yeah, I was,
but he would have picked the
I
80s.
would've
He would have
the
picked
old
like,
one.
the older one,
right.
yeah.
And I would have picked the new one. That's the only
This
difference.
movie made me want to watch the older one just to kind of see.
With Sly?
I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan's
Yeah.
watching it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Is it already on the wheel?
That's true. Maybe
Is
we
it
need to
is
let
here
this
with
cycle
us?
out.
Yes, exactly.
Imagine how irritated he would have been last week.
I know.
If
He's
Dylan
like, fuck.
said Dredd 2012,
Yeah,
and fuck, I should have had it first.
Yeah. Real quick though, okay, I want to check in because this is something that I'm trying to pay attention now with you guys as hosts. Was this too much girl power? Yeah. Was this woman too empowered throughout the movie?
No, I liked
No.
her.
She's
And
great.
there was
Yeah.
also a girl boss.
There's a
There
girl
was
boss.
A girl boss.
Listen, two of the 3 main characters are
enjoyed when
women.
She just immediately took out the other judge.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like, "Hey, girl, same team, right?" Gah, gah, gah. You know, she's
She also took out the other judge too.
yeah, she took out 2.
2 of them.
Yeah, she took out 2 of the 2.
2
2 of the 4.
Yeah.
2 of the 4, rather. Yeah, 2 of the 2.
The cut was
2,
half.
100% of the ones that she killed,
Yeah.
she killed.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "So wait, who gets the $1 million then? Do they get it? I don't know." But she came off all right. She didn't come off as like. I think the funny thing is that she's simultaneously playing damsel in distress while also playing like a badass main female character. You know what I
She
mean?
is a rookie.
She
This
is.
her first day on the job.
It is,
Yeah.
but that's what I mean. It's like it's kind of earned, right? Like she starts off as kind of like, "Oh, I'm a little skittish to kill. I don't know. I want to do this, but we'll see."
I don't think it was her first day on the job because I think she had like failed out
I thought
of her
they
first
failed
exam.
the test.
Oh, she'd been to
Oh.
training, but this is the first day as officially as a judge.
Okay.
Well,
I
first
took
day.
There
it
was
to mean
something
she
where
had
she
not
had
done
failed
well.
out and she was
Yeah.
kind of
She
like,
was
Yeah.
under on 3 points on
I
these
took it
on
to
the
mean
exam.
she had not been on the
Right.
field yet, but
Yeah.
whatever assessment they do,
Yeah.
she failed.
Yeah.
Also, did she quit at the end?
She tried to.
She
Yeah.
tries to, and then Judge gives her the pass, and it's presumed off TNT. She's just like, "See you day 2," you know.
So was there
Yeah.
anything after he said she passed, or was that it?
No,
For
they-
that
they
part?
kind of-
see her walk back out of
Yeah.
the building.
Right.
like with a helmet and a badge.
No.
again. I can't
No.
remember.
Not with
Okay.
the helmet.
Walking
She's always
away.
helmet.
Yeah, she doesn't wear helmets, but she does walk. back out,
So
yeah.
there you go. It left it kind of open ended.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You know,
Can't-
for that inevitable sequel.
That sequel's coming any day
I
now,
don't know if I
guys.
want that or not, but like,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of a weird thing to sit there and like say like, you know what, I'm out of here. This was too much for my first day, and then the guy also being like, yeah, Captain, she was kind of cool.
I
Kind
kind
of
of
liked her.
kind of fuck with it, you know.
It's like you
I
could
feel
just
like that all tracks for this movie.
Yeah.
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 And
I
this-
guess I wanted some kind of a closure. Like,
Right.
you know, I would have rather the judge guy been like, good job, rookie. Good job, Rook.
Yeah.
But you didn't even get that.
Good
I
good
wanted-
first day on the
like,
job.
The
Yeah.
last shot I think is her walking out alone, but I was really expecting to see them walking together.
That's what I'm saying.
As like
Yeah.
partners. now.
Literally something.
But
Like,
I don't know if they work as partners though. Although they do have those 2 judges that come at the same time.
And
to get
4 of them
called.
came at once. I think they could have
Yeah.
partners.
I didn't really get a strong sense of camaraderie between them even
You
the
didn't?
whole
Yeah.
movie.
And
I
if it-
mean,
Oh,
and if
there
it is
wasn't
the-
a lot of development
No,
in
it's,
Right.
it's that trope of
relationship.
gruff older man,
Yeah.
young sprightly girl,
Yeah.
their partners.
Yeah.
That's common.
It is.
Yeah, but just because the trope is there doesn't mean they actually developed the characters.
Okay.
I think so, because he was constantly asking, like, all right, what's your assessment? All right, what's
Well,
happening?
yeah,
Like,
that's
you
true.
tell me what we're doing next. What,
Yeah.
what are we having? What's
That's
happening?
fair.
Normally, and to be fair, how it's normally done is taking a hard, gruff guy and making him really soft. And I don't feel like Dredd's particularly soft at the end of the film.
No.
If anything, like, the softest thing he does is gives her the pass. But, like, to him, this is his assessment at this
Yeah.
point. He's just like, yeah, right sense of justice.
Well, I mean, he considers that day just like any other day.
That's
Honestly, this
Just
is
another
he's,
day at the
he's about to
office.
do that
This is a
again
Tuesday.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
gosh.
Yeah.
You
What
should
a
see what
day.
Fridays are like.
Right. He's like,
You know,
Fridays
like-
are crazy. We go over to Apple Tree.
Oh,
Apple-
we don't even
It's
talk
a
about Apple
comic book
Tree.
series.
Yeah.
It's like constantly like
It-
just big explosive things.
Yes,
happening,
it is
right?
chaos incarnate at all times, right? So, I mean, you mentioned character development, but I think that it, honestly, for as tropey as this movie can be, it doesn't trope on the character development on it, though. The girl's kind of, like, she kind of does go from, like, oh, like, innocent ooh-woo energy kind of at first, a little bit,
Ooh-woo.
not totally, but, like, you know, a little skittish on, like, the idea of getting into the action, like,
Yeah.
seeing the repercussions of what the work really means. But after the first gunshot, she's kind of into it at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean,
She's
she gets to grow because she gets
Yeah.
to realize that she can't take people out, but also make
Yes.
the difference that she wants to.
right.
Yeah, I liked her. I liked her whole thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the movie was more about her than Judge Dredd, if anything.
Right.
Maybe I missed
Strange in the
something,
first
but I
movie
was
to
like,
not
no,
follow the
I
titular
feel
character.
like
Though, he gets to be
she's
the big badass
like
one most
the
of the
main
time.
character here.
I mean, he gets to take that sick bullet shot.
I mean, he's a character that can't really develop, so it makes
Yeah.
sense that if somebody's making a movie set
gotta
in
have
that
something.
world, like, you probably want to have a character that you can develop.
Or that somebody else can root
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
as well.
This comes back to a little bit of like the Batman paradox, right? Where it's like the worst Batman movies are the
Yeah.
ones where he's really boring and they make everybody else really interesting.
Yeah.
Which one was Joseph Gordon-Levitt in?
He was in Rises.
Okay.
That's the third one
Gotcha.
on the Nolan verse. But yeah, so they wanted the movie to have a heart, and they Dredd's the hammer and the sickle, you know. So like let's make Olivia Thirlby's character, and she can be like the human relatable character because it's like, yeah, this is a hell of a first day for any job, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second only to Starbucks, right? Like, otherwise, other things that stick out, I don't know. There might have been a score and soundtrack, but I feel like that was very meat. Sorry, Price.
All the gunshots were the...
Right, yeah, the gunshots really drowned out any
Yeah.
soundtrack.
All I
that there
want
might
to do
have
is,
been.
you know, like,
Just had MI playing the whole
Yeah.
Yeah,
time.
that should have been the end credits song.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would have put a screeching halt onto this
That-
movie for
that,
me.
That
Yeah.
would have, like, if Price had watched this, he would have lost his fucking
He
mind.
would have driven
'Cause
in
he
for this
would have
review.
just been seeing Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire
Yeah.
playing it twice in like 10 minutes.
Damn it! Yeah.
But Price, the second one was instrumental.
It was.
That was my.
It was so
that Was my
necessary.
defense about it. It didn't work.
It didn't work. You did not. I
I
promise.
couldn't talk him off the ledge.
And surprisingly, Price
If I
didn't
could
care
change
about what your
Price's
opinion
mind
was.
about something.
I know.
I don't know why I even thought I could.
Years, and not a single thing.
No,
Not a one.
he's only gotten
comes in hot.
stronger.
Boy, he comes in hot.
And
Like,
he sticks to his guns.
yeah.
I respect it.
Unlike
You know-
the rookie.
Unlike the rookie. She could not hold that gun to save her life. I mean, just everybody had a turn with that gun. I do think it was strange that what happens with it. She does the psychic fight with him, but she does that way later. Like, I feel like there was a quick level up in her psychic ability because she's like kind of like passively reading his mind. But when they first get him, then she's like, "Oh, I'll just go in his head and read his mind." I'm like, why were we doing that to begin with? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we went to way later.
You
for
could have
this
saved a lot of bullets.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
it takes a lot more time.
Maybe, but they had it. I mean, before they're walking out, like they go into lockdown and then they're on attack, and I'm like, okay, but then this is like the first wave of many
It could be
waves.
implied that like you'd need to be around someone for a while.
Maybe,
You
yeah,
know, like
sure.
if you're just to walk into, you know.
But they don't say that.
Spencer's. No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah,
They
see.
don't.
It's not implied.
She's just
I
said, you know, now that I think about it, I could just like read his mind.
Could fix
Hold
the
on,
whole
I gotta
world.
go suck his dick mentally and then switch it. You know,
Yeah.
which also pretty rapey.
Yeah.
I know he's like a rapist, but like it's pretty rude of her just to swap partners on him on the dime. You know, gets his dick bit off by Lena Headey in this one. Cersei, classic Cersei move, by the way.
Honestly,
Seems like something she would do.
you would.
And I remember thinking like, oh, that kind of feels rude. You know?
It was a different warfare. And
It
I thought
was.
that was kind of a jarring, but it was cool, I guess.
It was a cool idea.
Like showing up in his dream, basically.
I think it's a cool idea. I don't think it's the most executed well.
Kind of an X-Men thing again.
Yeah.
To me, because that's something that Professor X would do, or Jean Grey, that would just get into someone's psyche.
100%. There's a really cool scene in the most recent Doctor Strange where Scarlet Witch does this. It's sick, bro. It's peak. I'll show you later. But in the bigger scheme of things, though, the last thing I'd have on the character notes is the creepy rapist black guy who gets his arm blown off. He has the worst lines in this whole movie.
They're pretty bad.
They're so bad, and they're said poorly too. Yeah, I just did not like it. I remember because it's at one point where they're in the mind battle. And he's like, "Well, if it's your fucked up mind against my fucked up mind, then your fucked up mind's gonna lose." And I'm like, "What the? Who wrote this?" And then I realized I'm like, "This is what Carl Urban has been working with this whole time." And if that's the same script that this guy got, Carl Urban's fucking crushed.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah.
I think it's just them being like dumb gangsters.
He's a dummy.
Yeah. They're playing it down, but too far down.
I didn't really notice. I got way too distracted with him just being the guy from Remember the Titans.
Was he the guy from Remember Titans?
He's like one of the football players.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like the defense lead or something.
He's like, right side.
Yeah.
Strong side.
That's all I could think of the whole movie. Was like, yeah, you're from Remember the Titans.
That's true.
It's a movie I never remember.
He was the one when the white guy got into the hospital. He comes to visit, and the nurse is like, "Son, only family members."
Yeah,
here. It's like, "Can't you tell we're brothers?"
Yeah.
That's it.
Julius?
I don't know. Maybe
he should have stuck to that movie. He didn't do great in this one.
Yeah, 1999.
He should have stopped acting at 1999 for 13 years. Skipped
Go
over
out on a
Dredd.
high note.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he's been in. He
These
looks
are the only
familiar.
two things I've seen him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, any wrap up thoughts before we get at the Fat Fan? Perfectly Fit. It's not the most media movies. I mean, it is very much an action movie of two action movies going together. Yeah. All right, I'm taking this Fat Fan Perfectly Fit. Shape of the movie. Let's hop on in, starting with Annabeth.
I guess it's fit. How long was this movie? It didn't feel that long.
Hours, right at 2 hours.
Was it?
It was 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2
Okay,
hours, 4
it's
minutes
fit
or something.
then,
Yeah.
because I didn't expect that it was 2 whole hours. And I had a headache when I watched it.
I believe
And
it.
it still didn't feel that long, so it's fit.
Yeah.
I agree. It was pretty fit. The only thing that felt long was just Lena Headey's fall. That could have been half as long.
That was the longest
You
part
could have
of the
shrunk
movie.
that scene by like a third.
It's like they expected us to like care more about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
she-
like as if it was this monumental thing where like really I just kind of wanted her dead anyway.
I mean,
Like,
I think they started at the beginning of the movie to make her a little bit sympathetic.
Well, she was a
like, where
sex
she came
slave,
from,
and then
but,
she
like,
saved the
also
girl.
she was
Yeah.
definitely the villain of the whole movie, who's
Yeah.
just killing people randomly.
yeah.
I wonder how
Yeah.
much got left on the floor for this movie for her, because it does feel like that there was intentions to make her a sympathetic villain, and then they said, fuck it.
Killing people randomly makes you
Yeah,
Pretty
I
bad.
don't-
bad.
Killing
Yeah.
a whole floor of people.
irredeemable.
Kind of
as
bad
a-
Yeah.
for the image.
So like her
that
fall
you're-
could have been quicker and a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
It happened more quickly.
The slow-mo squish, though, was nice. The blood spread as it
I
hit.
couldn't look that far.
Oh, no, I thought that
That was
was
the only thing I didn't like about this movie very much. Is I'm not very into gore.
But it's action gore. That's totally
Put
different.
an asterisk next to that.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back to that in a second.
All right.
No.
Nathan.
Yeah, I mean, it's fit.
Yeah.
I don't really have a whole lot to add to it.
Yeah.
It's. I'll talk more about it in the score, I
Oh,
suppose.
all right. Now I'm curious. You had my curiosity. Now you have my
You're
attention.
holding a price where you don't say anything until you have a...
And then he gives it a
And then
fat
he's like, okay,
1.0.
15-minute soapbox.
Right. No, I mean this movie's fit. The funny thing is, I remember
Price
thinking.
is just back here, just charging up.
He
his
is.
money. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, also Price would wait till the very, very, very last
Oh, and
word.
he would
Yeah.
also be like, and nobody interrupts
And nobody
me.
interrupts
I'm
me.
about to
And
have my monologue. I've been letting y'all
I'm gonna
talk.
let everybody go first. That way I can have the final words.
You know this
Oh,
is how
yeah.
They miss you, Price, clearly.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
this is how he wanted to be the villain of
Clearly.
this podcast, because it's the villain monologue, right? This movie's fit. I mean, we're talking 2 hours, and I don't feel it at all. Like, it doesn't feel like a movie. Well, I'll put it this way: it doesn't feel like a 2-hour movie that I didn't enjoy my time enough with. You know, like there weren't enough parts where I was like, "Fuck me." You know, at least with the guy's like really bad line delivery, it's followed immediately by like psychic battle, psychic nudity, psychic dick ripping off, and then like he pees himself with his real dick. You know, so at least you got like that going on, Mason.
It's fit. It's very fit. It might actually be a little alarming if you do see that it's a smidge over 2 hours, and you're like, and then it like you guys said, it gets into it pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you
Yeah.
think, if you put it together, 2 hours plus this right away, you're like, I'm in for a lot.
Yeah.
But it actually, I think it wraps up pretty well. I think I could have done for, like I said, a little bit more closure at the very end, just because I think it would have called for that. Just because I don't.
Oh, I liked the lack of closure.
It's like, I guess I don't really
Right.
care whether or not she continues on with patrolling, but at the same time, like, it would have taken no energy and no effort for these writers to just pencil, like you guys said, her and him riding off together.
What if you
on
find
the
out
next day?
What if you find out she goes to work the next day, dies?
She gets sick. She calls in sick.
She calls in sick. Yeah.
Like
PTO.
that's as much of an ending as it gave me.
Yeah.
Maybe she calls in sick the next day. I don't know. Anyways, but
I
it's
like
fit.
that it was open where it could be like, oh yeah, and she didn't come back.
So you
or
like open
she...
endings? You like the ending of Juror number 2?
I did
Let's
not...
talk about that movie.
We should put that on the wheel.
I just
Somebody
watched
should.
that a couple weeks ago.
I haven't
It's a
seen
good
it.
movie.
It's
Yeah.
good except for the ending.
Yeah, it just stops.
It's a Clint Eastwood.
And then with just Soprano, we just stop. Is that what happened?
What?
The Juror number 2?
The Sopranos, kind of.
Oh, I haven't
just
seen
cut
The
the black.
Sopranos.
All right, let's get into
Anyway,
scores.
Let's get into
This
scores.
movie.
Annabeth,
Baby.
take it from the top.
Okay, hang on. I gotta look at my
Oh
thing.
my boy, she's
No,
trying to figure out her
no,
score
I-
range.
I-
You just have an internal.
Well, I
If
gave
this
Big
is
Hero
this movie-
6 a 2.
Listen,
So this
listen.
It has to be better than Big Hero 6, but it's not better than
Fine, I'm
La
giving it
La
a
Land.
4.5.
Wow!
Let's go first.
We didn't mean to piss you
he
off.
said I should
Yeah,
go
yeah,
first.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
me. Okay. No, my scores are wildly inconsistent.
Yeah, that's
But,
true. This will be a 9 tomorrow.
No, honestly, maybe it's a 5. Y'all have talked me up on it a
Yeah.
little bit.
She's so easy to
I know,
talk
it's
about.
the easiest
it's
one.
not good.
It's fun though.
Annabeth, your
it's-
pants are pretty.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a
Annabeth,
5.5.
She's so
Uh-huh.
impressionable.
I know.
Yes.
Annabeth, have we
No.
talked about how much I appreciate that you prioritized our time coming to this podcast
Yes.
to do an assessment?
We really
You
appreciate
couldn't
it.
at least give it a 6? It's at least a 6 on
I'll
5.
give it a 5, and that's as high as I go.
5.5.
That's
Which,
Yeah.
that's the same score I gave Raw, and I thought Raw was a lot more interesting than this movie, so I was just like, I should give it lower. But it's a whole different kind of movie, so I think they can both sit at a 5.
Yeah.
They belong in the same cafeteria table at lunch. They'll have things to talk about. All right, Jill.
I was not expecting to like this movie at all,
Ah,
but I enjoyed it.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I usually get bored in action movies that are too actiony, but I enjoyed my time. I'm gonna give this a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't feel that
That's
right.
Nathan, crank it up.
Yeah, let's go to the moon, buddy.
Wow, okay.
I mean, this is a movie that I've just like watched on my own time.
It's true. I remember you mentioned
And,
that you just watched it, right?
It's like just in the wheelhouse of when I watch movies, I just watch movies like this,
Yeah.
like this or like this from the 80s.
Mhm.
And the more weird and obscure, the better. Not to say that this was that,
It's not that.
but yeah, I mean it's a pretty good movie. I think I'd probably give it like a 7.5.
Wow.
I don't know if I'd really go like super high.
Higher.
It's like, I want more world development.
Yeah.
Like
That's fair.
I said it was fit, but that's just because it was 2 hours and that's enough time anyway. But I would almost want just
Third
want
hour of
more
Yeah.
Oh,
more
gosh.
world content. Like
Well,
You want that 3-hour Dune version where it breaks down a little bit of
yeah,
everything.
like I want to know the world of Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
I don't want to just like get to kind of see a slice of life in the world. Like I
Yeah.
want more.
You want to inhabit that world.
Yeah.
When I looked at this, I'm pretty sure they made a series. It might just be a season, but I'm pretty sure there's a Dredd series.
Maybe.
Can't
Or, like, a
speak.
TV
I was gonna say I
Yeah.
can't speak that it's the same as this, but it's spelled the
Not
same
very
way.
often.
Yeah.
It's so hard to watch a TV show because
Yeah.
you gotta find it. And it's so much more of a pain in the ass because,
Yeah.
like,
Mm-hmm.
any Hollywood anything anymore,
They
they're
make it
terrible.
hard.
Yeah.
They don't want you to watch their stuff.
Yeah. And if
Right.
there's kids involved, Nathan's out.
What
Yeah.
TV shows are you trying to find that are so elusive?
Westworld season
Well,
1.
you know, like House of Wolves, you have to watch that on Apple fucking TV.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy that.
I have an
No.
Android. Why would I have an Apple TV subscription? Make it make sense, you know? Mason.
For what Nathan just said, this is his type of movie. This, weirdly enough, is not my first pick of the genre of movie, but I do like tower movies.
Yeah.
You gotta get to the top, or you gotta get to the bottom.
It's Wreck, it's this, it's the Raid, it's
Enjoy.
yeah.
Sanctum, like all of these
Yeah.
Have
brick
you
mansions.
watched High Rise?
Oh, with
That's a
with
Call of Duty
Duncan.
map.
Yeah, with
What?
It's a Call of Duty map.
it is.
High Rise.
Yeah.
You
He's
should
great.
watch High Rise. It's a tower movie.
That movie was super
Terrible.
boring. Yeah, I was about to say that movie was.
I know. I was setting him up to
Heist.
watch
It's
it.
not fair to call it this, but Platform's also kind of a tower movie.
Yeah,
that
Oh,
one
no,
wasn't
it
that
go
good.
down.
Yeah.
It's a hole.
It go down.
It's not
Cube.
a tower.
Kind of like that. I mean, but you're working your way through a cube.
True. I guess I like bottle episodes in a weird way.
Yeah, you
gotta
like
get
one
out
shots.
somehow. Anyways, I do like those, I guess, but this one was just fun from start to finish. I really do think it's fun, and we did watch The Raid. I think this movie could heavily be compared to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It took its plot.
This had more guns. Well, this had more guns, where that had more like
Yeah.
hand-to-hand combat.
They went sci-fi
Kung
guns
fu.
over the kung fu. Yeah.
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 And that's fine. That's a little easier to chew on, I guess,
Mm.
most of the time. Weird to have Cersei Lannister as like the main villain, but she was a pleasant surprise.
She's
and
not bad.
She did well.
Yeah.
She did really well in it. But I would give it an 8.
Yeah.
I can't give it anything higher than that because of all of the issues I had early on.
Yeah.
I think that I didn't know who this guy, Bobby Butcher or Billy Butcher, whatever his
Billy
name is,
Butcher,
from
yeah.
The Boys. I would never have guessed that was him under the mask. But for all those reasons, I think it definitely for me stands. This is like The Punisher. It's a
Oh, yeah.
less good
It's-
Punisher,
It is. Yeah.
but it's a good Punisher.
It's better than the second Punisher movie.
Warzone.
Yeah, it's better than Warzone.
Like
Your
the-
left foot is better than
I
Warzone.
know.
Judge Dredd is basically just like the lawful version of the Punisher.
Yeah.
The Punisher is like rogue justice, and
Yeah.
Judge Dredd is
Has a
just the
badge.
same
Yeah.
guy with a badge.
Right. He takes off his brother is the Punisher. You know what I,
I
mean?
agree.
Like,
Yeah,
they come from the same
he's in the
family.
family.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy the Punisher, and I enjoy this movie.
Don't you do it?
So
I know what you gave the Punisher.
What did I give the Punisher?
I'm pretty sure you gave it a 9.
I did not give that movie a 9.
Now look it up.
Fact
Go
check
ahead.
me. I probably gave that movie.
Talk it out and talk yourself down.
The Punisher probably lands at an 8, if not an 8.5 for me.
I feel like the
It-
Punisher has done a mental glow up
is my
in
mental
your
head.
mind.
I hope it
over the
has.
years.
Hold on, real quick. This is so important to me. Punisher was an 8, probably.
I don't know where it is. I Am Legend, Big Fish.
I'll wait.
Big Name. Oh, The Punisher. Bryce gave it a 4. Mason
Okay.
gave it a 9. Nathan gave it a 7. You gave it a 7. You dog.
I gave it a
you
7.
love that movie.
I do.
You love that movie.
I do
You
enjoy
gave
the
it a
Punisher.
nine.
But it,
Yeah,
I do, I
true
did.
to what I'm saying. You've been mentally glowing that. thing
Yeah, you
up the
have.
whole time.
You've been bringing us up the hill with your
I
mental
mean,
stuff.
you have. You said that you would give it an 8 now.
Oh, I might give it an 8. now. Yeah.
Or an 8.5.
well,
You said
I wouldn't give
just
it-
a second ago.
no.
Is it better than this movie?
Punisher?
Yeah.
I think it is.
I think it might be.
Like to
I-
me, the Russian fight scene in the
No,
like,
Punisher.
It's the
in
Punisher.
the Punisher
It's the
is
Punisher,
so
yeah.
good.
The Punisher's the Punisher's better.
While, like, Beethoven is playing in the background.
Yeah, and knowing that, fun fact on the Punisher one, that we're bringing this trivia back, that whenever he stabs Kevin Nash, who was the guy that's the Russian in this one,
Yeah.
that it was a real, like, dull knife, but he stabbed it all the way through, and that scene is the one where he legitimately gets stabbed and they run it. And it's a sick one. He goes through the wall, and he's like,
Yeah.
he went extra hard on the wall on that one.
Yeah.
Out of spite.
God, I can't give this over Punisher.
Just be wildly inconsistent like me.
I can't. I'm surprised I actually went that low on the Punisher, but yeah. So this sits at a 7. Then this is in the same tier as it.
A
Like
7?
I would
Okay,
say that
wow.
of the 7s, the Punisher's a better 7. But that makes sense though. For me, I was thinking 7 or 7.5, something in that ballpark, because it's the one-liners, the delivery, and things like that. If anything, it's like the Punisher's strengths relative to this movie is like it does a lot of the same things, but it goes even heavier into it
Oh, yeah.
in a way that feels like
This is concentrated, yeah.
yeah, because as many as the lines delivered by Dredd are dope, but the lines themselves are not that great. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It's the delivery that's putting it over.
Mhm.
Whereas in the Punisher, when he's making the son hold the grenade, he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
5 pounds. You look like you work out a lot.
Yeah.
And he's like pretty heavy, huh? Because he's got his arm all strapped up. He's got to hold it like this while he's like pinned against the table, and if he like lets it go down, then it explodes in the movie, right?
We're just gonna have to make him watch the.
We're gonna make him watch The Punisher. We're gonna make him do it.
Oh,
So Price is coming back next year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Dark Price.
We're watching The Punisher again. But yeah, so that line and that whole like setup for that line to exist, sick. Like I feel like Punisher went out of their way to make scenes to make lines be fucking cool. Where this movie was like,
Also
these
made
are the scenes.
Comic books be cool.
They do.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what
no,
that movie did.
I'm pretty sure that they were. You know what? Either way, yeah, I'll give it a 7. That's the rightful spot for it.
Alright, we're gonna start over here somewhere.
Wow, the
It's a
scores
blast,
were
though.
so weirdly, other than mine, consistent. We
Yeah.
had 3 7s and a 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for
Wow.
you.
Except for me.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not that good.
And that really is the price of the podcast.
It's not
I'm
good, but
the
it's
price
Hey, landed on a
now. Hey!
Finally, a chill movie.
Oh
Yeah.
I doubt it.
no.
Something about agnostic.
Yeah.
That is not what that word is.
Anchovies.
Accurately anachronistic.
What does that word mean?
What is
Any guesses?
No idea.
I want to know what the
What an
word
acronym
means.
Yeah.
And then I'll start my guesses. Acronastic.
We should have like a vocab word on each podcast.
Like Pee Wee's Playhouse, everything just
Yeah.
starts going nuts.
Yeah. Zooming in and out on
Yeah.
this.
Anachronistic means something that's like kind of not of the time period.
Bridgerton.
That's an idea.
Yes,
yeah.
that's an
Yeah.
example.
Like the
Right.
Taylor
That's a
Swift
really good
soundtrack
example.
over.
I'm gonna say it's zombies. Pride and Prejudice meets zombies or
No,
whatever.
but that's
Is that
also
a movie?
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I know it's a
Or-
book.
or
Pride,
Am-
Prejudice,
Yeah,
and
Pride,
Zombies.
Abraham
Prejudice is a
Lincoln.
It's
Or
a-
that one's a
Va-
Vampire Slayer.
Hey,
Yeah.
Abraham
both a
Lincoln
movie.
Vampire
Slayer,
Slayer.
that was a bad movie.
That's what I want.
Speaking of 7s.
If I haven't named it
That-
yet, you've done
Oh,
something
we
wrong.
should have put Pride and Prejudice and Zombies on there. That would have
Yeah.
been fun.
Is this Shaun
Next
of the
season,
Dead?
all of my movies are going to be a
Time
certain
period
theme.
one?
I'm just choose all rom-coms next season.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a
Is
great
it
idea.
Nosferatu 1920?
920? Yeah. No, this is the 1980.
No, I already said I'm not watching that movie.
88,
Yeah.
88 one.
Yeah.
No, but any guess?
I've had 6,
Oh.
and I haven't heard yes or no.
Were those
Yeah.
guesses?
Okay, my final guess.
Any other guesses?
Yes.
If you two have any guesses?
Yeah.
Punisher Warzone.
The Punisher.
Yes. Just say the Punisher. Make me do it.
A Knight's Tale.
You're right.
Okay, he got
Ah!
Yeah.
Is
That's
this
a
Heath
good
Ledger
movie.
inspired?
It is.
Oh.
it. We were already inspired, but
Okay.
I didn't realize. We were hoping after that
We
was
were hoping
already
to
on
spin it,
there.
yeah.
We're like, it should be after The Dark Knight, so
We
we,
were
could
hoping
just
to
have
spin it
back
after
to
The Dark
back
Knight.
Heath
That would have
Ledger.
been cool.
Heath Ledger column? That would have been fun. A Knight's Tale. Huh?
Yeah.
Who's
E-
have you guys all
Everybody's
seen
seen
it?
this movie.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's
I've
We used
seen
to
it,
watch
but
this in like homeroom. Like this was not
Yeah,
even
that,
like-
that's
Yeah,
like
that
what I'm
sounds
thinking.
right.
It's like I
It's a
remember
school
this just
movie.
playing in school.
Yeah. This is a movie I know I've watched, but if you ask me to name one single scene from it, I'm like, no.
You'll know the
Really?
first like
Oh, you'll know.
Eight
it.
minutes.
It'll turn on
You'll
once
have
I'm
the,
watching
like
it.
the audience doing the.
Don't
Yep.
spoil it.
Right.
for
Oh
him.
yeah.
He
That-
doesn't remember.
That already rings a bell.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that one for sure. Anyway, so Heath Ledger's alive again for this movie.
Yeah.
Make sure to tune in
Yeah,
next
we
week.
brought him back.
We brought him
Yeah.
back.
I mean, maybe I should just change my slot to the last Heath Ledger movie.
I mean,
I
Oh,
think that I
gosh,
have
no.
thought about putting
it's
on the.
so terrible.
Oh, it's
so
so
Watch
bad.
That one or
It's
Grass 2?
So bad.
you know what? I'd prefer to watch that over Grass too.
Yeah,
That's,
No,
maybe.
we'd be watching both.
that's the worst
Double
timeline for
feature.
me.
Already thinking about next season.
Anyways, so if you like the content we're doing, as always, let us know in the comments below. What did you think? Why is Annabeth wearing shoes? I'm confused too.
Yeah.
You know, did you think that Dredd is better than Punisher? That's a fun discussion in itself. That could be a whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's probably still the Punisher, but
Oh yeah.
the Dredd is.
I think
Dredd's
Punisher easily clears it just in
Yeah.
the fact that like it's got so many very memorable and interesting scenes. Not that this one doesn't, but they don't hold the same kind of weight.
No, definitely not. Plus, on setting alone, they at least have like different settings for places where it's like this one is mostly in a tower.
Yeah.
And,
But
yeah.
that's what Mason likes about it.
I mean, it is. It's just the biggest strength on
It's
it.
still not better. than
But-
But he
Punisher.
gave
Still
the
not.
Punisher much
But he gave
Way
a Punisher a
higher.
9, and he only gave
Yeah.
this a 7. A
Yeah.
7? Yeah, 7.
8.
8. Sorry.
This one's good.
This one was good.
Wait,
Punisher.
wait. You gave this one a 7.
He gave this an 8. I
You
gave,
gave
it a
this
7.
an 8.
Yeah.
He gave it a 7.
I gave it a 7.
Yeah.
I can't.
I could have sworn there were 7s and 7.5.
Oh, yeah, you did.
7.5,
say that
7,
earlier.
8.
You gave it an 8?
Mm-hmm. This
Oh,
movie's really good.
Okay, I missed that.
You just can't get hung up on all the little silly things too much.
Yeah,
Because then it's like, well,
You can't be caught thinking
these
too
bullets
hard.
are going through actual, like, concrete walls.
Yeah.
through other concrete walls, through other concrete
To be
walls.
to be fair, it's only that one really heavy shot, the one
I guess,
that
I
hits
don't
him in the kidney or whatever. Or, you know,
Yeah.
like that shot was sick. Anyways, yeah. So let's let them comments below all those thoughts that we just talked about. Make sure to give us a big fat thumbs up because we deserve it. We just make content for you. We did this every single week and get together and give you entertainment, and you give us nothing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that sub channel. We're trying to go to that 420 number so that we can get that green approval, and then normally this is when all the wacky effects.
There are a lot of leaves
Yeah,
everywhere.
all the weed falls out from here. And make sure to hit that bell. Yoshi. Price, we miss you every day on this one specific segment. Jill,
That's a
I'm
new
gonna get you
segment.
guys just a picture of his face. Just a
And
hit.
just a smack.
if you
Yeah.
can put it on the
we just
Yoshi.
need to put like an in memoriam photo.
Yeah,
of him
yeah.
here.
With a bell, like
And
one
we
of the
just always
Arby's
just
bells.
like-
Yeah.
Oh, we should, yeah.
Arby's
Get an
bell.
Arby's bell.
And make sure to hit the bell. Ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding.
And it's a sad picture of Price.
Yeah.
Like just above
And then
it.
Sarah McLachlan starts playing.
Yes, exactly.
And then we just,
That's what it fades out on.
Fades
at the
out.
end of the
And
video.
it goes in black
That's
and
our
white
outro.
slowly as
Yes.
it pans out. And then
Yes.
it goes to
I want
black.
that in this one.
Please.
Can you do that, please?
Edit.
That's a lot of homework for you. just
I
That's a lot of
guarantee
homework.
you, by the time this gets edited, I will not remember any of this.
But
You
see,
are.
we
Tell
said
me you won't
it in the video,
listen to
so
this
maybe
part?
you'll remember it.
No, I listened to the first 5 minutes and the last 2 minutes.
Well,
So
if
if you
gotta
end
make
it
this the
now,
last 2
you'll
minutes.
listen
All
to
right,
it.
like and subscribe, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye,